looks like there used to be something anchored here. But without going into the ladder...
Oh, hello.
Creepy.
Can I get a better vantage point of that? Yeah.
Very creepy.
So it looks like two men of sinister aspect of some kind are laughing. It looks like two groups of people are fighting with someone caught in the middle.
Yep. So we've got a war going on with one person that looks like they're trying to calm things down, and these two are laughing all the while.
And there's a tree in the background as well.
Huh.
So I'm not sure if you've cottoned on to this yet. The person in the middle is supposed to be Savidro.
And I'm pretty sure we can figure out who these two are.
Yep.
Just based on the last pages we picked up.
So yeah, it looks like Cirrus Naknor came back and told the people of Narain that they could fix the age, and this somehow was resulted in some sort of conflict. Probably between, like, traditionalists and the young people who are like, why do we have to work so hard?
I think that will become much more clear very soon, too.
Mm-hmm.
So now,
Okay.
if you recognize where we are...
The ball drops there.
This is where that ball dropped before it just got pulverized.
I think nobody was on top of there to try and, like, send a ball down and squish us.
Yeah. Although I'm pretty sure this isn't where Savidro would want us to die. But
Okay, so
a lot of tracks going around, huh? Well, it gets confusing trying to follow the tracks at times. But basically you can see that the ball would have come through here and gone straight through.
Yep. Then this is where it shattered, and what the hell?
We got a
is
force
that?
field here.
There's...
We've got a force field there. And we've got a funny little thing that
looks like the
shows
shapes
us
from earlier.
Yeah, it looks like the shapes from earlier. So, if you remember those shapes, and you remember, I mean, the main thing you need to do is remember what order all of the shapes, all of the shapes that were connected to the buttons got pressed in. You need to remember which shape was on which button.
And I think this actually corresponds to how the thing is laid out with how the balls go through them. So
It
like,
is.
yeah.
I've just got to see if I've still got that picture.
Well, the first one to go off would be the top left, and it goes around clockwise.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily... I mean, yeah, you can look at it like that if you want to, I guess. That's probably the easiest way to look at it. But
That's how I solved it back in the day.
So all we did was we changed the frequency, which is connected to the buttons.
Yep.
And what it's kind of hard to tell is that when the button is pressed, the force field goes off. It shuts down. Thankfully, we can still go through it. We can still go through this force field. It will not kill people. It will be really annoying to look at for a second.
Oh god, my brains.
That's what happens when you're cold.
So you look, and it hits here, and because of the way physics works, it's going to bounce and go off to the right.
Yes.
So we are on the completely wrong side of this to actually work the mechanism. But we can go ahead and do that. So all you gotta do.
I'd argue this is the easiest puzzle in this age, once you figure out how it works.
Yep. It is the most teeth rattling.
This is why you shouldn't lick batteries, people.
Okay, and given the way this is going, I'm going to say it's going to go off to the right again.
Yep.
Because of the chute right here, kinda angles it a little bit towards the right. That's stage 4.
My brain meets.
Brain meats.
Now tapioca.
Do I need to get a spoon?
Maybe.
And with that being stage 5, we are done walking through all the areas. We don't need to suffer to go through that one anymore. But now we have set this track. We have set this track exactly where it needs to go.
What does that accomplish?
We get to see balls.
We do.
We definitely get to go play with one.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this was the part that hung me up forever, because it took me forever to find this goddamn ladder.
It's weird because like every other section in this game, in this age, as I recall, has like a nice elevator. So it's like, why did you cheap out here?
Cardio?
I have a feeling there was actually an elevator here at one point. I have a feeling Savidro dismantled it.
He did say he needed parts from something.
Yep. So, now with all the lights rewired, because if we look, now that turns off that one.
Yes.
So we have now effectively rewired all those little portals, all the little sonic generators.
We didn't need a sonic screwdriver.
We did not.
And just to say it, that ball is made out of ice.
How would not melting that?
Because it's quick frozen and doesn't have to last very long.
At least we know what Ice Wolf was doing before Undertale.
Yep. And with the puzzle solved, a bridge raises somewhere.
And we are gonna need a picture of that.
Okay. Oh. Alrighty. Click.
Okay. And we have just solved the first of the 3 starter puzzles for this world. Yes, I said starter puzzles.
Yes.
Okay.
Because once you solve those 3, you've got a couple more that pop up. Okay. Give me control game, thank you. Once you remember, you just have to angle down in between the tracks to find the ladder. It's not so bad. But we are effectively done with this tiny section of island for the time being.
We don't really know what doing that accomplishes. Like, what's...
Well, it
What
did
ball?
give us one of the codes we need.
True. We got poo water here.
I don't even know if that's poo water. It looks like Mountain Dew.
Oh god, that's even worse!
It's Nickelodeon slime.
There's the lever. You remember how we made the jokes about this being the age of Libra and this being the age of Thanos?
This puzzle is why.
This is why. So let's see what happens here. We pull a thing. It drops down another ice ball, which
Knocks down the bowl we saw earlier, which looks
and it
most...
just absolutely shatters things.
Hmm.
So, we saw the other side of this ball earlier,
Yep.
where it was 3 pieces of wood and a piece of crystal. This side is 4 pieces of wood. So now we know that this ball is 7 pieces of wood and a piece of crystal. And yes, this is actually important information. So, what do the other levers do?
It's that.
Looks like it moves the wheel or the gear.
Yep. So we can move the wheel, that massive gear, to act as a fulcrum point for this. Let's see what this changed.
Flashbacks to science class.
Yeah, this is almost like applied physics, like dynamic forces in action.
Uh-huh.
And it's still each.
Still eats the thing. Well, let's just see what happens if we move the gear all the way to the right. Because surely if we have the fulcrum close to where that ball comes out, everything should be fine, right?
Sure.
Nope,
It eats even more shit.
it's still... So, it's kind of hard to see, but pay attention to the far left side of this chute. As much as the game will let you when everything happens. Because it does kind of wrench things, but just pay attention over to the far left side. We've kind of got like a rope. It's kind of hard to see here, but there's a rope over there. Also, we got thunderstorms, apparently. And no, not in real life, but, you know, thunderstorms in the game. So maybe we can find out what this rope's attached to.
I have a shack.
Can you dig it?
Looks like somebody broke a thing.
Yeah. So that rope is attached to this. Which means that this is a counterweight for the ball we see out there.
So this is easy. We need effectively 3 pieces of wood and a piece of crystal at...
Let's see. But that doesn't seem to... It seems like we're missing something for that.
And it seems like there's a mess on the floor.
Yeah. As in a giant piece of crystal is not there.
Well, it's fine. We can work out the math to this to make them equal, because it was what? 4 pieces of wood equal a crystal, and 4 crystal equals the harder stuff.
Yeah. So let's
So
see. So we've got, if we do it that way, we've got 11 weight units. If you look at wood as being 1, wood weighing 1, crystal weighing 4, metal weighing 16.
Yep. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
I mean, I remember exactly what the actual answer is.
I know. I think I do too. I'm just, for the purposes of this, let's see here. Well, if we, I don't think we have the right number of parts if the fulcrum is in the middle.
Yeah, we don't have the right number of arcs if the fulcrum is in the middle, but you remember there was that other thing that showed what happened if you move the fulcrum around.
When you hang people,
Mhm.
you hang 2 brothers for the price of 1.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he was hoping for. So, basically, if we were to move the gear all the way to the left, we could double this weight to get 22. Is it 22?
It should be 22.
No, it's not. It has to be slightly less than 22 because it's not exact doubling. But I believe with the math worked out, what we need to do, we take 1 piece of metal and we take 2 pieces of wood. And then we move that gear all the way to the left to make this the short end of the stick, so to speak. And the math should work out to balance everything.
Perfectly balanced in every way.
It's the Avatar?
Just as all things should be.
G.I. Joe.
Thus I call this the Age of Thanos.
So when does half the population die?
When
Have you seen how many books we were burned and missed?
Yeah.
True.
All right. Time to watch the physics in action. It made it!
It made it!
And, oh, another bridge.
Another bridge. You notice this time it's the middle bridge. And not the one on the far right.
Oh, and we have another picture.
That will be important later. Unfortunately, I cannot get closer to that.
I got a picture.
Okay.
It reminds me of a fruit fly for some reason.
It looks
That
like a
lost-
guy about. It looks like a guy about to shrug his shoulders to me.
Star, what do you see in the Rorschach blob?
Let me see here.
I mean, you get a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I'm expecting one answer that's going to have me very annoyed.
In that case, I want to change my answer. Okay, let's see.
I don't know what, but I'm thinking one of those crash dummies.
That's not the answer I was expecting. Something involving tacos and olives again.
No, it doesn't look like a taco.
Neither did the other thing.
Yeah, it did.
Help!
Okay, I think I missed something out here. I think I just kind of sped past. I think there might be some pages out here.
The other one kind of looks like a caterpillar about to jump another caterpillar.
Ooh my.
They might be in the shack.
It's locked now.
Damn it!
Which probably means that the pages aren't in there.
Okay. I would hope not, then.
See, I could be wrong, but it's like, I thought there were pages next to all of these switches.
I thought it was something like 2 sets of pages per age, but I may be misremembering.
I'm pretty sure there are 3 sets of pages and a couple of... Nope, can't even activate the elevator now. It has served its purpose. I guess I'm mistaken. I thought there were more pages right around here.
I'm okay not going back in the elevator.
It's not even in, it's just kind of a magical floating platform.
That's worse.
Well, it's not floating. I think it's actually being pushed up.